I'm sure you guys got lots of people too, and you do things for people too that, in general, in wrestling, since this is a wrestling interview, there's so many people that make WWE, and even people crap on TNA, but there's so many people behind the scenes of those companies, and sometimes only one person, like Jeremy Borash. He pretty much creatively put that whole Final Deletion and everything else together. I mean, that's crazy that he was the creative force behind the entire, probably the most popular thing that we've seen in wrestling in years, right?
Oh,
yep.
yeah.
I was just mad that Raven didn't want to be a part of the Final Deletion. I was begging to be a part of that. You almost got to see Raven and Stevie Richards old school with the Daisy Dukes and half shirts in Apocalypto. There was almost a chance that was going to happen.
Oh man, that would have been pretty damn cool. I would have signed up to see that, especially since the wrestlers were in there as well.
I would have outdone Shane Helms because I have at least 10 more characters. The BWO, the Nest. I would have put on the white shirt and tie. I would have done all the different characters. I would have fell into that lake of incarnation like 6 times.
That was great, and then you throw in the Rock and Roll Express, Road Warrior Animal, and Disco Inferno. It was a who's who out there.
Yeah, listen, it's over the top. It's campy. Even when I saw, what was the thing him and Jeff did, Brother Nero? What was the first thing they did? Oh God, I forget the name of it. No, the Final Deletion was the first one. Then it was total nonstop deletion. I'm sorry. Final Deletion was the first of it. First time I saw that, I was like, what in the world am I watching? But Matt Hardy, to his credit, who would ever thought that Matt Hardy would have been the more creative one out of the two? I mean that with all due respect to both of them. Yeah, speaking of money, he'll probably say that I owe him money for saying this, but I would not be where I am today without Raven. In all seriousness, he did all the things I said just now, but in all seriousness, I wouldn't be anywhere I am psychologically, my mental makeup in the business, how I put a match together, how I can have the psychology, which ultimately protected me. And, Raven did have a hand in grooming me in the way to be more of an entertainer, which also protected my body. So at 45 years old, being in the shape I am, he gave me the tools to have that longevity. So, there might be people on the indies or people that don't realize just what a power player that Raven was. Looking at that guy that was on the cover of WCW Revenge with Hogan and the NWO, and then there's Raven on the cover of the video game. To me, that's like his character was every bit as over in pop culture as the NWO. Politics aside and everything that kept them down in certain places, but Scotty is a character, once again, that went from a complete joke as Johnny Polo to being one of the most over characters, not only in ECW history, but in my opinion, wrestling history. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm just going to give him so much ammunition. I've never told him this, by the way. You're the first ones to hear it. So that's like an exclusive thing.
Awesome. Yes. I love those.
So there. So when Raven comes on to bury me and say I never said anything nice about him, you can play this for him.